You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family. Hi everyone, Glenn the Geek here, founder of the Horse Radio Network. Every year I help the Wisdom by WESA gang out with a special trade show episode. In this episode, I will highlight a few of the newer vendors that were at the show in case you missed them. There was always some fascinating people at the show, and I was lucky enough to speak to a few of them. I hope you enjoy. Well, I am here with Hailey at Western & Co., and it is your second time at WESA, right?
Yes, we were here in January, and we are back here in August.
Very good. And, what kind of products do you carry?
So we feature high-end leather outerwear.
And purses, I see.
And purses and handbags and accessories and belts. But outerwear and capes and leather jackets are our jam.
Well, and capes are back.
They are.
I remember those from when I was in the 70s and early 80s. Even they lasted a little while.
Yes, they are. We brought back the cape from the 70s, put our Western spin on it. And
yeah, these are better looking than the 70s.
They're
not tie-dye. So
exactly. We added some studs, some embroidery. We have some color here. We've got a couple different colorways.
They are beautiful, and they're leather.
They are leather, and they also are one size, so they fit a large gamut of women. I mean, you can be any size from a 0 to a 12, and
these are open in the front, but also open like a lot of capes are. They kind of have a sleeve, but it's open underneath.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes, and they're very comfortable to wear. You can put your arms through them, and you can wear them on a cold day, so they'll keep you warm, but they'll also give you enough airflow even in some of the
It seems like good leather too.
Yes, it's a heavier weight leather, but it doesn't feel like you are wearing something super, super heavy, just based on the silhouette and the style of it.
So where would you wear this right now if you were going out?
If I was going out, I would wear it. The first place would be the NFR. Absolutely. I'd dress it up.
And that's coming up sooner than we think.
Yes, it'll be here. And I would wear something a little form-fitting underneath because it is a looser silhouette, and wear some boots or some heels, dress it up for a date night.
How has the reaction been with retailers to the new cape line?
Yeah, they actually really love the cape because it fits a larger demographic. I mean,
they have to carry less SKUs. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could be 25, but you could also be 85 and wear the cape and look amazing in it.
Well, good for you bringing back the 70s.
I love the 70s. I should have been born in the 70s, I feel like. It's my favorite era of fashion for sure.
Well, where can people find them? Where can retailers go to find you?
You can find us on our website at shopwesternandco.com. You can also find us on all the social media. We have a pretty good Instagram. That's where we're probably the most active, and that's at Western & Co.
Sounds good. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
Well, I just stopped by a company that we used to buy from when we had the horse stuff company 25, 30 years ago, and that's JT International, and I happened to notice it because of a new line they have here, and I have Jamie here to talk about it. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
It does bring back memories because we bought a lot of stuff from JT over the years.
Yeah, we have a lot of things, and we've got a lot of customers that have been with us for a very long time. So,
Well, how long has JT been around?
This is actually our 50th anniversary this year. We've been here since 1973, so
wow.
we've been coming to WESA a long time.
I actually didn't realize that JT was that old.
Yeah.
Well, you're still here, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
So you do have a new line, and tell us about it.
It's actually a new line in English saddlery and strap goods. We call it Equitare. It's basically an entry-level line, but just a little bit of a better quality entry-level.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice, it's got a really good look to it. We've had several people ride in them and really say they're quite comfortable for them and the horse. They really love the new saddles. We have an all-purpose eventing and dressage, so we've got a little bit of everything. And then we have bridles to match them, and we've gotten some really nice ergonomic bridles, have a real nice fit on the face, have the cut out around the ears, just a really nice bridle.
And so you said entry level, so somebody just getting into it that wants to try it out, but is riding lower levels at this point.
Exactly. Yeah, because English can be a a more expensive field to get into. So this is for, we normally service more of your Western rider. So this lets you get someone who wants to maybe work towards a high point at a show, or wants to just kind of dabble in English and kind of get started, or even for the youth who are just getting going in it, to make sure that they can afford to get into the industry, and then kind of work their way up, since obviously they're going to be changing saddle sizes. So you don't want to just throw a ton of money at it right out the gate. So
Speaking of sizes, so the saddles start at what size?
16 to 19. So
Okay.
you've got the youth moving all
Teenagers
up to
on up. Yeah.
to the adults. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Up to 19.
Yeah.
Wow. Nobody used to make those saddles.
Yeah.
Now everybody does.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
glad to see that. So the strap goods and everything, they all look great. So
Mm-hmm.
what are the price points of the saddles retail? If you're a range. I know they're all
Retail,
over.
you're probably going to be just under to just over $500 retail.
that's the right
So it's
point for a
it's a
starter
really
saddle.
nice spot for that. Most of them can be just under $500 and have a really good place to start there. Yeah.
And then the bridles are available in horse size at this point?
It's just horse size right now. We will probably move into the pony size as well on those, but right now we've just got the horse size in stock.
So the retail on the bridles then?
They're going to be under $80, and they're a nice leather bridle. They come with the reins, so you've got everything but your bit, so you've got what you need there. So,
And every tack shop out there is looking for a starter, right?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
their customers come in and ask for it, especially if it's for a teenager that's growing like a weed.
yes, absolutely. And then we also have the saddle pads that you saw there that are the contour fit, and they come in really bright, fun colors, as well as your traditional black and white. And we have the half pads as well. If you've got a horse that's a little tougher to fit, gives it a little better feel for the saddle.
And is the line available now?
Yes, everything's in stock now and ready to ship.
All right, very good. How do retailers find you?
You can find us at tough1.com.
And if you're a consumer out there, happen to be listening to this, same thing. You can check
Yeah,
out tough1.com. You can find a list of retailers there, I'm sure, too.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Well, I was walking through the trade floor here, and I saw a booth that wasn't like the others. And here I am with Timothy of Prince of Scots. What's Prince of Scots?
We're a British textile barware manufacturer, and how we got involved in the equestrian community. We were the official retail partner of the Breeders' Cup in 2022.
Oh, wow.
And have a following with our textiles with the equestrian community. And we have a lot of retail stores in Montana that actually carry our textiles in the home design collections.
So when you're talking textiles, what kind of products are you talking about?
We have textiles that are actually made in England, Yorkshire and Wales, but they're blankets, scarves, wraps.
The blankets are absolutely beautiful. And you have all the tartan patterns and all of that, too.
Right. Because we're Prince of Scots, of course, we have all the tartans. And we were actually featured this month in Victoria Magazine, and they did a piece on remembering the Queen and the things that she loved. And it talked about her love of horses, the equestrian community, and her love of tartan. And they called out our tartans with the Queen, which
well, you
was
know what
a nice
I
piece.
meant? Was it 2 years ago? Right now, we were in Edinburgh because we were there for festival.
Okay,
and,
right.
we were there for the tattoo and all of that.
Okay.
And I loved. We're going to go back because we just loved that whole area.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotland is a beautiful country, an incredible culture, and if you look at the history of country music, it's actually rooted in Scottish culture.
Yep,
so,
that's right.
We've had a couple people stop by today and tell us that they were sort of surprised to see, the tartan.
Well, I was too.
but it makes perfect sense.
It does.
It matches to that lifestyle and to who that consumer is.
So you have a ton of different designs here for the. Are they throws or blankets?
They're actually throw blankets.
Right, okay.
It's not quite a blanket size. We do have one called the Big Throw, which is extra big, and it's about the size of a twin blanket. But most of them are just like throws for the end of your bed, your sofa, like if you're watching TV.
What great
nap time.
Christmas gift ideas!
Exactly.
Oh, this would be fantastic.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And you also have bags over there, too, I've noticed.
Yes. The bags are actually made just south of London, and we use goat skin. So it's a
softer.
Yeah, much softer. Plus, it's waterproof. And if you look over here, we also have mint julep cups.
Oh, you sure do.
We are, believe it or not, the number one market share in mint julep cups in the U.S.
I didn't know there was a market share for mint julep.
During Derby season, we are the go-to person for Derby cups. We use copper as the base, and then on top of that, we have a 24-karat gold plate over the copper. Then we also have a silver plate over top of the copper.
And I assume that the mint juleps taste better when they're in your cups.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's proven. And scientifically.
They keep your drinks colder because they're in copper.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah. This stuff's absolutely beautiful. The scarves are... My wife loves scarves. And then we moved to Florida.
Okay.
So not much need for scarves in Florida, but she would have 1,000 of them if she could. She would love your booth.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Can people buy it here? What's the story?
This is our first trade show with WESA.
Okay.
We do have our own online website, so if something's someone's looking just to buy personal, you can go to our website.
What is the website?
PrinceofScots.com.
Okay.
And then if you're interested in wholesale, of course we're here for the show, but you can also go to fair.com, which is a wholesale marketplace. If you're brand new there, you can get $100 off your first order plus free shipping for a year.
But you're listed on fair.com.
Yes, we're on
they can
fair.com.
just find you there.
Right.
That's terrific.
Oh, great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Right.
So I am here at WESA, and I found a brand new booth. I'm so excited when we find new companies that come to WESA, and it's Carolina Crowley. And that's the name of the company, is also Carolina Crowley. So what do you guys do?
Well, I'm a fashion designer. I have many accessories, woman accessories, like these tooled handbags and cowhide too, and boots and hats. So I have like many options for woman, like this style, like Western, but modern, contemporary woman, travel woman, it's like unique pieces you can find and handmade pieces.
And you started this company, right?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Why'd you do it?
It's my passion. I am a fashion designer. I like to sell everything I do with my own hands. So I was looking something that I will wear. And I made my first handbag in my school, fashion designer school. And, everybody started to ask about it. So I started to do things with artisans and find new materials. And now I think I'm a trend cool hunter with design and all these
the bags
trends.
are beautiful. My wife has this handbag fetish, and I'm glad she's not here because we'd be going home with some. And all the designs are yours?
All the designs are mine. There is an inspiration before I start making all these pieces.
So you're out of Mexico, but your family was originally out of Texas, right?
Yeah, my grandfather is from San Antonio, Texas. So, I live in Mexico, but my inspiration has been like a little bit from here, from Mexico. So I think it's cool.
Now, was any of your family in this kind of business at all, or you're the first?
I'm the first. Yeah, we sell everything. We like the fashion business too, but the handbags are new, and now my business partner is my mom, so it's really nice.
I was going to ask you if they're supportive of your business. I guess so.
Yeah. My brother too. It's in the websites and social media and the accounting things. My father. So it's a business family now. We're growing very fast.
Well, that's congratulations, and we're so glad that you're here at WESA. Where can retailers or consumers go to find your stuff?
Okay, you can go to the website. It's carolinacrowley.com and on Instagram, CCC by Crowley. And you can shop online, or we can give you a special service by email. And you can have your payment from distance and then send you to your house. And we have wholesale too for boutiques.
Very good. Well, congratulations. Thanks for being here. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much, Glenn.
Well, I found Kacy here. It's her first time at WESA, and she is an author and a publisher and has the darn cutest little kids' books here. Hi, Kacy. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, what drove you to become an author of kids' books with horses in them?
Well, I'm from a horse family. My family either trains cutting horses or barrel horses and rodeos. And then I had a little boy myself. He's 2.5. So
It's not the one we hear in the background.
No, it's not that one. There are a lot here, though. Yeah, there's a few here. Yeah, no. So I had a little boy and just was inspired to write a story about him. And
is the little boy the one on the cover?
Yes, his name's Beau. So I joke that I didn't think that one through. He's going to really hate me when he's a teenager, I'm sure, because his name is in the children's book. But yeah, so I was just inspired to write it, and I shared it with a few people. It was a little poem, and they said, you could make this into a children's book. And so I just kind of figured out how to do it and make it work.
And horses obviously are the star of the book beside Beau.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about horses and farm life and ranch life. And I try to keep it genuine to, real ranching life and real horse folks that do this every day.
But what makes a kid book, one is the writing, but the second thing is the illustrations, and you had a good illustrator. This is well done.
The most amazing illustrator. I have to tell her to put her name bigger on the books every time. Her name's Mel Schroeder, and, it felt like it was meant to be. She really knows how to illustrate for kids, and I've sort of helped her along with, our industry and our lifestyle and what it's like, and I think we've gotten a really exciting result for kids. They seem to really enjoy it.
And this is for little kids.
Little kids, 6 and under, but we have some that are, great for toddlers. And then we have one.
Read to your kids.
Yeah, exactly. You read to them, and then they can learn to read through them.
I love the little details that your illustrator put in, like the picture in the barn here where Beau is wrapping up a dog's leg.
Yes.
And there's a little mouse in the background. There's always little details.
Yes.
What the heck is that one?
Yeah, she has the funniest little expressions when he's cleaning the stalls and all kind of things.
Yes.
But yeah, that's how you have like a person that really understands children, and they find the little things that repeat in the pictures. Yeah.
I love them cleaning up. That's the way I am when I clean out the stalls.
Yeah. Like, oh, do I have to do this? Yeah, you have to clean up after the animals.
These are terrific, and I'm so happy that you're doing something new in the book world for the horse world. And there's another one coming. You have 2 out now. One's called Buckaroo Beau, and what's the other one?
So yeah, Buckaroo Beau lives on a ranch, and Vera Vaquera gets a new horse. And then coming at the end of the year, we'll have Buckaroo Beau goes to the rodeo. So that's super exciting.
Oh, that's cool. Beau's how old now?
Well, my Beau?
Yeah, your Beau.
My Beau's 2.5. So this Beau's, he's ageless, right?
Yeah, that's right. But your Beau's 2.5, so he doesn't quite know that there have been books written about him yet.
He doesn't. He knows that he says it's Beau, but he doesn't know that it's the same Beau.
Another year or two, he's going to figure that one out.
Yeah.
We'll see when he's a teenager how that goes.
We'll see.
We'll keep it secret.
Yeah.
Terrific. Where can people buy them especially for the holidays coming up? It's perfect.
Oh yeah, so they're in, trying to be in your local retailers anywhere. And you can visit us at buckaroobeau.com. It's BEAU, just for more information and to find out what retailers we're in.
Very good. buckaroobeau.com.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
I am here with Ted, and the reason I stopped by this booth is the name of the company, because it's in really bright, big red letters on the back wall, and there was no way in hell I wasn't stopping and seeing the Cowboy Sh company.
Thanks for stopping by, Glenn.
And you have nothing to do with manure. It's really nothing to do with picking manure, cleaning manure, nothing.
It's true. It could be. Depends how you look at it.
You should at least carry a monogrammed pitchfork or something. So what?
No, that's for my next idea. Horse. Oh. It's for your horse.
That's perfect.
Right?
I love it. I got to ask you, the name, was there any reservation in naming the company?
I guess the parent company is Everything Cowboy. So I've had a website, and kind of the parent company was Everything Cowboy and has been since 2010. So technically Cowboy Sh is owned by Everything Cowboy. So it's part of whatever you would call that. But this was meant to be in your face and out there and different and push the envelope and change some of the norms and kind of be what the name is, be different. So that was the intention. And we actually started the company. I started a podcast in 2017 with a guy that was living at my house at the time and renting a room there, and
that's how a lot of podcasts start.
Yeah, we started it
two
that
guys
way.
with beer in the basement.
Yeah, with beer in the basement. Exactly. So we started the podcast, and then my fiance and I, Storm, we started the clothing company in 2020 during the lockdown because there wasn't much going on, and she said we should give it a try.
Perfect time to start a company during a pandemic.
During a global pandemic. So we started the clothing company in the winter or in the summer of 2020. So we're about 3 years in now. But we bought a bit of stuff to try it out, and I'm also a sales rep for Canada West Boots up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and then Montana Silversmiths. And now we have a few partnerships with Montana. So as I was on the road doing sales, I would take the stuff along and show it to the stores I was already working at. And the first two I showed it to bought all the stuff I had, so I had to order more before I even got the first set of orders in the warehouse. So
what kind of products do you have?
We got ball caps, T-shirts, hoodies, lanyards have been a big hit. We call them toques in Canada. It's a beanie or toboggan, depending on where you're from in America and everywhere else. But
I live in Florida. We don't use those too often.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. In Calgary, Alberta, where we're from, there's a few toque users up there. A couple stickers. What else? It's kind of it at this point. Buckles from Montana Silversmith.
Obviously, the main wording on the hats and shirts is Cowboy Sh, but you also have Ride On and some other stuff too.
Yeah, so we're working on a couple new designs this year. Ride On is one of them. Bad Roads Make Good Stories. What else do we have? There's one that's Sundown Upon a Lost Road. There's a radial one.
But Bad Roads Make Good Stories. On the morning show on Horses in the Morning, my co-host and I always say, if something goes wrong in our lives, it makes a great story for the show.
It's true. But with the name, as you know, there's been some pushback in some places. So
I bet. Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, so some of these efforts with the Ride On and some of the other new patches and new designs, Rather Be Ranching, Rome, we're working on having the brand be more of something that the kids can wear in school, because they're getting in trouble for the current stuff. So we had to flex a little bit so we could still take care of the kids in school and not get in too much trouble.
No kidding.
So.
Teachers didn't like that name.
They didn't appreciate it, even if it is.
Fruits in school.
Even if it is. What's the word I'm trying to say?
Well, you do have apostrophes
Censored.
and exclamation points where certain letters would be too.
Yes,
so.
exactly.
You were trying to cover it. The other thing I got to congratulate. Well, where can people buy it? What's the website?
Cowboy.ca. So we're all out of Calgary, Alberta, like we said. Yeah.
I've never been to Alberta. I've always wanted to go to Alberta.
Been to Canada?
Yeah. Yes, been to Canada. Quebec,
the
Montreal.
East side. Yeah.
I never
straight
been
north of Florida.
I got to do it.
It's a 6-hour flight to Calgary from Orlando, so it's not very close.
And the Stampede has invited us to come up as press many times, and I've never done it. I always wanted to.
Oh, you got to come check it out.
Congratulations also on having a podcast that lasted more than 7 episodes. You guys are what?
Above the average? What?
Yeah, you're in
hundreds now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just did our 150th actually yesterday.
So what's your show about?
Cowboy shit. We mostly talking
Why did I expect a different answer? I don't know.
We end up talking to a lot of different athletes in the rodeo world. That's a lot of what I do. Some guests have been Coulter Wall, Cor Blund in the singer side, Aaron Watson, Brett Kissel, Larry the Cable Guy. Spent some time in Florida in his day. Who else? Some hockey guys from back in Canada. A lot of rodeo folks. Flint Rasmussen from the PBR was just on our last show.
So you do it live?
No, we record it and then put it out afterwards. So, but yeah, different CEOs from PBR, PRCA at different times. Just talking mostly Western sports.
Well, there's very few of us that have made it as long as we have in the podcasting world and the horse world, and the podcasting world in general, but especially the horse world. So, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn.
Well, I am here with Jeff at WESA, and he is with Prime Performance Nutrition, which I have not heard of before. So what is Prime Performance Nutrition?
Prime Performance Nutrition is a all-around complete supplement company, mainly on the equine side. We've got a couple of small animal products, but mainly the equine side. This is roughly our 20th year in business. We manufacture roughly 32 different products from paste, liquids, pellets, powders, the whole gamut.
Where are you out of?
We are outside of St. Joseph, Missouri.
Oh, okay, cool. And is there a primary product, one that's the best seller?
We do have some categories that are the best sellers. Joint health is a product category that would carry throughout all disciplines, and that would be our Maxim HA. And then we go into digestive health.
I notice that's what you have here today, the gastric supplement. Yeah.
In the paste form, it's our Assure GT, and in the liquid form, it's our Allo GT.
What makes your products different than others out there?
Man, I pride ourselves on the fact that we do manufacture our own. We've exported these products for the first 10 years, and that has been a bit of a challenge in that we've got to get all of our certifications from our GMPs to our FDA food facility registration numbers, NESC member, all of that. And so we've got if all supplement companies on the same level, I think that we would raise above it just because of our quality standards and our production process.
Because you've had to.
We've had to.
Because of the exporting.
Absolutely, yeah.
To other countries we're talking about.
Absolutely,
right.
yeah.
Yep. So, obviously, we're talking to retailers today on the Wisdom by WESA show. Why should retailers carry your product? Because they do have a lot of choices when it comes to supplements.
I think at the end of the day, again, if it goes back to the quality side, we've got a product that they can trust that there isn't going to be a stop sale or any issues as far as the quality goes. The second point being is that we've got such a wide range of products that they can tailor in whatever their customer may need. If it just be an electrolyte or a joint health product, we've got the whole range. And then probably the last point would be we aren't the most expensive, but yet we aren't the least expensive. We try and be a high quality product in the mid-range or mid-range price point.
Well, and that's important. As a retailer, we always want those. We want the different price points, right? We don't carry just one price point.
And I guess just as a last note to that, we do have enough confidence in our product that we do have a guaranteed sale for our retailers. So if we do send a product to them and it sits on the shelf for to a point to where they see it's not moving, we may have picked the wrong one for their customer. So we will take that product back and replace it into one that we can try again.
That's perfect. All right, great. Where can retailers go to find your product?
All of our contact information would be on our website, www.primeperformancenutrition.com.
And consumers, if they're listening to this and they want to buy, same place?
Same place, yes, sir.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you for joining me on this walk around WESA. Your regular programming will return in the next episode. Please tell everyone you know in the business about Wisdom by WESA. And if you're a manufacturer or wholesaler, consider advertising on this podcast and reach the retailers you are looking for. See you in January in Dallas for the next show.